I have had the freedom to think out loud about what it means to be a Black navigator and bring all of who I am to this organization. And as I've watched other ethnic minorities be empowered to do the same, I believe that the Navigators are truly on the path to make disciples of all nations.
Since I was asked to be a co-director of the Asian American Network, I've grown and learned to serve in ways I never imagined, just as Jesus released something in the Samaritan woman which she didn't see in herself that led her to influence her village and beyond.
I've been revitalized as I've seen a significant increase of intentionality by my fellow navigators in opening doors for opportunity for minority ethnic persons to develop and to influence the organization and also to move into leadership responsibilities.
Over the past 2 years, I think seeing and participating in the focused effort to help brothers and sisters of color gain their voice and their place in leadership throughout the Navigators. In addition to this, participating in the inevitable spiritual warfare that was necessary to make these changes possible. And then lastly is watching the heart changes take place in white brothers and sisters as the lights went on for them in regard to discrimination and prejudice that was all around them that before they perhaps had not really paid attention to.
The Navigators are making significant changes to increase the contribution of ethnic minorities. I see a solid foundation being laid for future Hispanic generations. We are no longer alone, but juntos, together, we can reach a Hispanic harvest, train the laborers and leaders needed to reach the next generation. Juntos.
As an Ethnic Navigator staff, I am hopeful for those who walk behind us. The intentional steps being taken today to weave ethnicity into the fabric of the Navigators as a core value resonates God's heart for justice.
A navigator showed me that in Christ we have a compelling vision and a compelling need for generational disciple making, and that's why I joined the Navigators, to be part of that. I feel like we've moved away from that in the past, but things like the NLCG has encouraged me that we're moving back towards that again.
Recently at a summer training program, I heard students engaging on how the Navigators can advance God's kingdom cross-culturally. What an amazing picture that the SIO has facilitated heart changes that are permeating our work, from the NLT to the field and to the people we labor among.
I'm encouraged that the Navigators are making changes based on honest evaluation of how we've done fulfilling our calling, that they're listening to a variety of voices, that they're looking at the current realities in which we minister, and that they're seeking God for what He wants to do next.
A few things that I find most encouraging about the changes taking place in the Navigators are the new logo and branding, intentional outreach to ethnic minorities, and a sense of urgency in clarifying and defining who the Navigators are and what is a laborer.
I'm most encouraged by the efforts of personalized coaching we are providing our ethnic minority staff toward their long-term funding health, that we didn't take shortcuts by simply giving them money.
I'm excited that a greater number of navigators are seeing our emphasis on ethnic diversity not as a matter of political correctness, but actually as the unearthing and living into a far greater vision of biblical truth.